Hello everybody, this is Josh, and today we're going to be taking a look at LEGO Marvel Captain Marvel set number 76127, Captain Marvel and the Skrull Attack, with 307 pieces, originally released in 2019, with a retail price of $29.99 in the United States. Let's speed build this set, then review it. Enjoy! First, let's take a look at Captain Marvel. This is not a new minifigure, we have seen it before in set number 76131 Avengers Compound, and I don't think that this is a great minifigure, but it's a good and serviceable one. One of the things that I don't like is the hairpiece. I don't think it goes well with this minifigure, and it doesn't look like the hairstyle that the character used in the movie. Also, the face, although it has two expressions, one of them is actually good, the other one is just kind of expressionless, so it really doesn't go well with anything in the movie. It could have used an anger face instead of just a non-expressive face. Another thing is that we don't have prints on either the arms or the legs, and I wish that at least the legs would have been dual molded so that we could have seen Captain Marvel's boots as she wears them in the movie. Otherwise, I do believe that the prints in both the front and the back of this minifigure are really good. They do look like the uniform that Captain Marvel uses in the movie. So besides that, really it's just an okay minifigure. I wish it was better, but unfortunately it is not. Next is Nick Fury, and this is not a new minifigure. We have seen it before in set number 30453, Captain Marvel and Nick Fury, which you will soon see it as a review here. It's a really good minifigure because I think that it's a simple human character that has a simple minifigure. The printing is detailed enough and it's done well enough for this torso, and there's no need for any prints in the arms or the legs or dual molding. I think that it does the job really well. He has a nice hairpiece as well as a two facial expression head, and just like with Captain Marvel, he has two expressions, and one of them is a really expressionless face that I wish they wouldn't add in these superhero sets. Instead of that, they should add an angry face, and I think that would be really good. Otherwise, this is a good minifigure and it does the job really well. Next is Talos, and although this is a unique minifigure, I think that it's a disappointment, especially if you consider that the other two minifigures look more than their counterpart in the movie than this one. First of all, I think that the color is too bright. It reminds me more of Martian Men than actually the Skrulls in the movie. The face, head, and ear attachments are also not looking that good placed together, and I think that it has to do not only with the color but with the lack of detail with the print. It only has also one face expression, and I think we could have at least gotten two of them. Where this minifigure shines is with the prints in both the front and the back, very detailed, very accurate to the costume in the movie. But again, it lacks prints in the arms or the legs, and I think that it would have benefited from that. Overall, as a character, it's a good addition to the set, but as a minifigure itself, I really don't think that it's good. Finally, we have Goose, and although this minifigure or piece is a good addition to the set as a whole, I think that it not only does not look a lot like the cat that we see in the movie, but also the color is not that accurate. And I think this is something that LEGO should work on, maybe create new versions of cats, of animals, and in different colors. I think we will benefit from it. But otherwise, again, it's a good addition to the set, but that's about it. Finally, let's take a look at the bulk of this set with the quadjet. I personally had a lot of fun assembling this build. The building techniques are simple, are easy, they're not complex, they're not difficult, they're not hard, and I think everybody should have fun assembling this set. And whenever you finish it, you're gonna realize how cool, how nice it looks, especially how big it is for what this set is. Of course, it's not 100% accurate. There's differences with the model in the movie. For example, we have the engines. In this build, the engines are squared, and in the movie, they are round. We have the missile shooters in the aircraft here that they protrude a little bit. Although they're fun to assemble and play with, they're not accurate to the ones in the movie. I also think that this set could have been a little bit more smooth, but it still works really well. I think that the studs add a little bit of texture, and the color scheme works still really well. The other issue that I have with this build is the cockpit windscreen. I don't have an issue with the windscreen itself. I have an issue with the fact that it's not attached. And in order for you to change your minifigure or to put a minifigure in there, you have to take the cockpit off and the windscreen off and then put it in. Otherwise, I think it works really well. And my last complaint, and I think that you might think that it's a little contradictory to say that it's a large build, but at the same time it's small. It's the fact that the body, the inside, it's really, really small. The body is 4 studs wide, and in the inside you only have 2 studs to place minifigures or anything else you want to put in it. And it's really not workable. It's not easy to even open on the top to put minifigures in it. So it's really dead space, space that you're not going to use, space that's really not playable with. Although you might be able to just fit everything that you want inside, like all the minifigures, if you are not gonna use it, and that way you want to keep everything together. That might be the only thing. But otherwise, the body, the inside, is really, really small. However, again, once you end up building this set, you're gonna realize that the wingspan is a foot long. It's 12 inches. It's really big, and it looks really great. I also wish it had maybe a couple more printed tiles, and we don't. We get a lot of stickers, clear stickers, which work really well with these colors, with the gray and the light gray and the cockpit windscreen. And they are a bit difficult to apply if you are a young person. So I think that if you're giving this to a younger person, you might want to help them with it. They're not gonna be clean. You're gonna end up with smudges of your fingerprints in them, but nobody's gonna notice. It's not gonna look in there, so you're gonna be fine. And overall, I really, really like this quadjet. I know we've seen some before in Avengers sets. Those ones are bigger, they're different colors. Of course, they're newer models, if you want to think about it in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But this one works really well. It's as accurate as it can be from the movie. It has really cool action features in the missile shooters, and overall it works really great. And what's great about it is that, of course, if you are a seasoned Lego builder, you can improve it. You can improve the size of the body so that you can fit the other minifigures inside. But as is for the set, this build of the Quadjet works really well. Captain Marvel and the Skrull attack is not a perfect set, however it does offer great value. First, you have the main build, the Quadjet. It's a really good translation from the movie model into LEGO form. It's also a large build with a full long wingspan, sturdy to play with, and missile shooters as the action feature. However, it has a small body, there's really not much you can place inside the aircraft. And the larger updated versions, known as the Quinjet, appear in more expensive sets. Second, you have a good minifigure collection. You have the main superhero, Captain Marvel, two supporting characters, Nick Fury and Talos, and Goose the cat. However, this set has no true villains, and the minifigures are a bit of a disappointment in terms of design and prints. This is a great set for the price. At $30 you get a nicely designed aircraft, 3 minifigures, and a cat. It's a very recommended set. I give it a rating of 4 bricks out of 5. Thank you for watching this video, subscribing, and commenting. See you next time.